That's right. Today I want to teach you 3 steps to hiring better quality restaurant employees or improving the restaurant employees that you already have. Hey everybody, Ryan Gromfin here, author, speaker, chef, restaurateur, and founder of therestaurantboss.com as well as clickbacon.com. And that's right, today's about employees. Now, I remember way back in the day, early in my restaurant operating career, when I was having a conversation with a partner or with some friends or something, and I'm like, my gosh, all of my employees are idiots. They can't do anything right. If they could just follow simple directions, I'd be able to take some time off, or I'd be able to go work on some other things that I need to work on instead of always needing to be here. Well, through a whole series of events, I got pretty sick, and this whole big thing, I'm not going to bore you with the details here. It hit me like a ton of bricks one day, and I realized my employees aren't idiots. It's me. I'm not hiring the right employees. I'm not training them properly. I'm not setting up the systems for them to achieve the success that they need. And so I started thinking about this and doing some research on it, working on it, and I worked with my coaches on it. And I came up with a better system for attracting better quality restaurant employees. So really quick, before we get into those 3 steps, I want you to quickly pause this video when I tell you to, pull out a piece of paper and write down the 5 most important things when you're looking for an employee in your restaurant. Even if it's a specific station, let's say that you're looking for a sous chef or for a kitchen manager or a front of the house manager. I want you to just pause the video right now and write down the 5 most important things that you're looking for in that employee. Did you pause the video? No, I'm serious. Pause it right now and do it. 5 most important things you're looking for. Okay, good. You're back. So now what I want you to do is I want you to go back through that list really quickly. No need to pause it. And circle the ones that are hard skills. See, chances are you maybe wrote down one hard skill, if you even did. Chances are you don't have anything on your piece of paper like great knife skills or knows how to clean a fryer or something very specific, some very specific hard skills. Chances are you have things like honesty, integrity, timeliness, able to show up on time, right? Timeliness. You have more soft skills, good communication skills. You have things that we're looking for in a good person, in a good employee. But a lot of times we run our ads and we're looking for specific job skills. A lot of times we're looking for a cook rather than looking for a great person that we could make a great cook. See, if you find a great cook, but they're not honest, or they don't have integrity, or they can't get there on time, or they're not responsible, or they're always chaos in their lives, you're never going to be able to retrain that. Or you could, but it's going to take way too much time. So the first step is hire on the soft skills. Find people that are good people, that fit the criteria that you need. Find the people who are honest and have integrity and can show up on time and teach them the skills, right? Develop systems, develop procedures to teach them the skills they need. Now, you still need some general skills. I'm not going to deny that. But go back and read a lot of your ads that you're putting online, and chances are you're listing things like hard skills that you need. Go out in the community and talk to people. I heard a story once about a guy who had a HVAC company. It was part of a franchise, and at one of the franchise meetings, everyone was complaining about staff. And this guy is like, what are you guys talking about? I have no problems with staff. So he kind of put together this forum, and he started talking to the other franchise owners. And what he told them is that he doesn't look for HVAC techs. See, everyone else is looking for people who are licensed HVAC techs. Well, chances are, if you're licensed to repair air conditioning and heating units and do commercial repairs like that, and you don't have a job, it's probably because you weren't very good at your last job, either your soft skills or your hard skills, and so you got fired or you're looking for a new place to work. That's how this other company ends up with you. That's probably what's happening to you. The people that are looking for jobs likely because they're not very good at their other job. So this guy said, that's not what I hire for. I find people who have honesty, who have integrity. And the way that I find that is I tell everybody I meet, I tell every customer, we have surveys on our website. Every time we have an interaction with a customer or anyone in the community, we say, do you know any men or women between 18 to 25 who are really honest and hardworking and probably grew up on a farm? Because I'm looking for people like that. If they're not making enough money, if they're not happy in their career, will you have them come talk to me? And he was getting a flood of people who never even thought about a career in HVAC, but they were honest people. Now, he said he happened to be in a small town in Texas. He liked people who grew up on farms because people who grew up on farms work hard. But the point is he took those people and he trained them and sent them to school and got them licensed, and they became very loyal employees. And he had a steady flow of great employees. So the first thing is start looking for softer skills. Start looking for the things that are most important, not necessarily the hard skills. The second thing is always be interviewing. Now, you may think that interviews take a long time because you're doing them one-on-one. I don't suggest that. I suggest you do group interviews. We used to always have ads running on all the websites, and we would always be talking to people. And everywhere I went, if I was at the grocery store, if I was at Starbucks, if I was at another restaurant and I bumped into someone who had a great personality, even if I didn't have positions available, we always had an interview once a week at the restaurant. It was a group interview and it was an open interview. And I'm not going to get into the specifics of how you structure this, but I was always inviting people into that group interview. So it didn't waste a lot of my time. If they showed up, great. If they didn't, no big deal. But there was always this steady flow of people coming into the restaurant. Some people really impressed me, some didn't. But the point is every single week I was interviewing 2 to 3 people, even when I didn't have positions. And you know what? Sometimes people were fantastic and we found positions for them because people are always changing in your restaurant. So tip number 2 is always be interviewing. Tip number 3 is you better have an epic onboarding process. Once you find these people, you better be able to onboard them fast, efficiently, and get the right information from your brain into their head. Your success in the restaurant business, part of your success in the restaurant business is going to come down to how quickly and how effectively you can get a new employee up to speed. Now, we can put together all the processes and procedures to keep employees longer in your restaurant, and the better your restaurant is, the more systems you have in place, the smoother your operations are. It is true. Your employees will stay with you longer, but the nature of the restaurant business is that people are going to come and go. You are going to have a lot of staff turnover. Now, you can complain about it or you can do something about it. In this world, you can have money or you can have excuses, but you can't have both. So pick one right now, because you can come up with all the excuses in the world as to why hiring on soft skills won't work, as to why doing group interviews won't work, as to why systems aren't right for your restaurant. You can say this video is too long. You can say that I'm full of it. You can come up with all the excuses in the world, but you can have excuses or you can have money. The reality is people are going to turn over in your restaurant. There's not much you can do about it. But the one thing you can do about it is create a great, fast, efficient onboarding process to take an employee from ground zero to fully trained and competent in their position as fast and as simply and as effectively and as efficiently as possible. So to recap, right, we're going to go back. We're going to hire on softer skills. We're going to hire on more people skills. We're going to always be interviewing, right? 1, 2, always be interviewing. And 3, have an epic onboarding process. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope this helps you out in your restaurant. This has been Ryan Gromfin with The Restaurant Boss. Have a wonderful week. I look forward to bringing you a new video just like this next week. Have a wonderful day. I want to thank you for watching that video. If you can do me 3 really quick favors right now, very quick. The first is, if you haven't already, will you subscribe to this channel? In a moment, some things are going to pop up on your screen, some buttons, and one of those buttons is going to be subscribe. So whether you're watching this on my channel or on YouTube or on your phone, just stick around for 1 second and you're going to see a big subscribe button. If you haven't already, could you please subscribe? 2, if you haven't liked this video, will you go ahead and click the like button? Actually, don't just click it. Will you smash that like button and tell the world that you really enjoy this? Because the way that I can continue to bring you all this great free training is for my message to expand, for more restaurant owners and future restaurant owners around the world to be watching this And so the way to do that is to like my video. So again, if you're watching on YouTube, there'll be a place for you to like it. Or if you're back on my website, there'll be a place for you to like that. So smash that like button for me. And then also, could you leave a comment? Ask me a question. I reply to all my comments as fast as I can, usually within about 24 hours. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer. But go ahead and ask me a question, leave me a comment, tell me you love the video, tell me you'd like to see something else in a video. If you need more detail on a certain area, I can film other videos about that. But if you can go ahead in a couple seconds now, it's gonna come out. If you can subscribe, like, and comment, that would be great. Also, there'll be a spot in this little button coming out in a few seconds where you can download something for free. I'm always rotating that, so take a look at that, some free tools. But if you're new to my channel, if you've never seen my videos before, there'll also be a spot for you to watch a video that'll kind of introduce you to what I do here at the Restaurant Boss and at clickbacon.com and tell you about what we do and how you can get more involved and how you can get more free stuff and all that. So the buttons should be coming in by now. Go ahead and click on those and have an absolutely wonderful day. Thank you so much.